It was not supposed to end like this. Horus on his knees, eviscerated, gasping for breath. Blood on the deck beneath him, his body rent open, his strength pouring out of him. And above him, Sanguinius stood, noble, just, triumphant, in carmine raised in both hands for the final stroke. The angel looks down at him over his raised shoulder. There is pity in his gaze, sorrow too, and longing. A final pause, a final chance, a final hope for another ending.
You still look at me like that, brother, even now, with pity, sorrow, and longing, still hoping for another answer, still believing there is something left in me to save. There isn't. Strike then, spend your mercy, spend your faith, spend the last of that hope. Ah, there, the execution stroke, and no, stopped.
And Carmine comes down in a perfect execution stroke, precise, merciful, and final, but it never lands. Worldbreaker's haft catches the blade dead. The impact cracks through the cord. The shock runs back through the blade, through Sanguinius' arms, through his shoulders, through the whole torn ruin of his body. He is thrown backwards, wings flaring to catch balance. Astonishment flickers in his eyes. Then he comes again. He cuts for the neck, turned away. He slashes for the ribs, caught in your claws. He thrusts for the throat, knocked wide by the iron head of them all. He attacks again. High cut, low reversal, backhand slash, a lunge for the seam of the armor, a two-handed descending strike from the air, each one chosen to kill, each one denied. Then not yet. Move. Ignore the pain, ignore the blood, ignore the way the body wants to fail. Again, neck, ribs, throat, eye, joint, any weakness, any opening. He can still be struck, he can still be opposed, he can still be made to answer for this. Maul, talon, haft, claw. Horus turns every stroke to the side. Sanguinius keeps coming, even broken, even bleeding out, even with prophecy closing in around him. He drives Horus back half a step, then another, and carmine flashes white through the poisoned light. A cut for the face, parried away. A thrust for the eye, spoiled. A step inside the guard, blade whipping for the throat seal, blocked again. For a moment, it's almost possible. Grace, speed, perfection, as if mastery alone might still change fate. It cannot. Horus is not surviving the storm. He is learning it, reading it, letting the angel spend himself.
Beautiful. Even now you are beautiful in war. Every blow is a death stroke, every cut the work of a master. You still think this can end the way you imagined. It was never going to. You press me, you rise into the air, you trust in height, in speed, in the sky. You think the sky still belongs to you. It does not.
Then Horus advances, the balance shifts, Worldbreaker swings low. Sanguinius leaps clear on white wings, bursting upwards into the open height of the court. Now the fight changes. He becomes a blur of gold and white. He dives from above in carmine, aiming for the crown. Misses. He wheels left in the air, reverses cleanly, slashes for the spine. Blocked. He climbs higher, turns, swoops again like a hunting raptor. Sword for the heart, sword for the throat, sword for the eye, sword for any weakness he can find. But nothing. Horus watches from below, tracking him, enduring him, knowing him. Not as a man watches, but as something else entirely watches. Higher, one more pass, one more plunge, one clean line, one opening. End this before the strength is gone, before the body gives way, before fate closes its hand around me. Sanguinius climbs once more, hard, vertical, trying to build distance, trying to build momentum for one final descending strike. Then Horus reaches, not upward, but elsewhere. The talon closes around Sanguinius' ankle. His ascent stops abruptly, brutally. For one terrible second he hangs in the air, caught, one wing beating uselessly against nothing. Then Horus brings him down hard. He swings him by the leg and smashes him into the deck. Stone breaking, metal buckling, the court rings with the sound of impact. Sanguinius bounces once in the crater his own body makes. One wing spread wide, the other pinned beneath him, broken, ankle ruined, ribs shattered, hair fanned beneath his head like a golden halo. Horus lets go. The leg falls heavily to the floor. No more flying. There is a silence then, not mercy, not pity, only appraisal. Horus steps back, world breaker heavy in his hand, and waits to see how long it will take. A minute, perhaps 2. No, less. Sanguinius' eyes flicker open. He does not know where he is for one broken second. Pain reaches him first. The wing, the ribs, the ankle. Blood gathers at his lips. He winces and coughs. A dark thread spills down his chin. Surely that should have been enough. Surely that should have ended it. But still, he tries to move. He rolls to one side. The crushed wing stops him cold. He falls back, rolls the other way. Slowly, with the effort of a dying thing at the pride of a king, he drags himself onto hands and knees, and Carmine lies just beyond his reach, but he still reaches for it.
Go on, get up. Let me see if you still can. Broken wing dragging behind you like a torn ermine cloak, blood in your mouth, bones split, breath in shreds. And still you crawl for the sword. Not one cry, not one plea, not one groan. That, at least, is worthy of you. Come then, show me what remains of your strength.
Move. Do not think, do not measure the pain, do not listen to what the body is saying. The sword, get to the sword, get up, before he sees that the strength is gone. Up, because if this is the last thing left, it must be spent standing on my own 2 feet. His fingers close around the grip. He clutches in Carmine tight, drives the point to the deck and levers himself upright by sheer will alone. And somehow, he stands again, awkwardly, panting, keeping the weight from the ruined ankle. One wing hangs broken behind him. His chest rises and falls like a beast run to death. He wipes blood from his mouth with the back of his hand. For a second, it almost seems as though Horus might offer him one final chance to yield. The same courtesy the angel had given him. But this is Horus's court, and Horus has already promised there will be no mercy. So there is none. Sanguinius turns to face him. Horus is already moving. Worldbreaker comes down. Sanguinius slips aside by inches. The maul smashes the deck where he stood, cratering stone and iron alike, and Carmine lashes back for Horus's head. The talon catches it. Sparks burst between the claw and blade. Horus sweeps low. Sanguinius turns to strike with a desperate crossbody cut. The talon darts for the throat. The angel sways inside the reach and thrusts for the eye. Misses. A lock of black hair shears away. Then the fight comes alive again. One impossible burst. 1, 2, 3, 4. A slash, a parry, a thrust, a check, a backswing from the maul, a riposte from the blade, a snapping claw stroke that nearly takes the angel's head. Even now, broken and dying on his feet, Sanguinius is magnificent. Death has sharpened him. Pain has refined him. He's no longer fighting to win. He's fighting to deny, to refuse, to stand before annihilation and answer it with steel.
Ah, yes. There it is. A little strength, a little speed, more than I expected. You deserve your fame, brother, even now. Still trying, still refusing, still thinking that if you strike hard enough, fast enough, purely enough, You can force meaning onto this end, but you cannot. You are not invincible. You never were. The dreams were true. The prophecy stands. This is the day. And now, I am done watching you shine.
Horus faints high with the talon. Sanguinius rises to meet it. Worldbreaker comes in from the side. The mole strikes just above the hip. The sound is sickening. A blow like a slab of stone splitting under its own weight. Sanguinius folds around it. The force lifts him from his feet and hurls him bodily across the court. He flies again, but not on wings. Not by grace, but as a broken thing thrown by violence. One last flight. He smashes through the carved prayer screen of Horus' private chapel. Diorite fretwork explodes around him. Stone splinters scatter and clatters across the floor. Horus follows at a walk. There is no need to hurry now. Inside the shrine, the air trembles with candlelight. 100,000 flames flicker in niches. On ledges, on iron stands, their light bending and guttering as Horus enters. 3 fallen votive stands lie overturned. Smoke threads upward from the candles that have gone out. And there, face down, on the cold chapel stones lies Sanguinius, the great angel. Blood spreads beneath him in a dark red mirror. The blow has torn open everything that was already broken from the previous fights. Old wounds split wider, fresh wounds pouring freely. He moves, barely. A tremor in the arms, a convulsion in the chest, a shudder as he tries to raise himself. He will not be standing this time. Still, he lifts his head, and the first thing he sees is the altar.
Look at it. Look at what waits for you, brother. This is where it ends. Here. Cross laid over cross. Brother set before brother. Let the sight of it do part of the work for me. Let understanding finish what the mole began.
The altar rises before him, ancient stone, worked in blasphemous geometry. 8 broad steps like a ziggurat, a dark pyramidion at the apex, carvings and sigils entwined through every surface, and all around it set in ranks and niches on ledges. Among the candles are skulls. Thousands of them. Old skulls, fresh skulls, bone yellow with age, bone white as winter snow. Most of them are human. One of them placed centrally in pride of place, its empty sockets stare straight back at the angel. The numeral X is carved into its brow. Ferris Manus. Sanguinius recoils as though struck again. One word escapes him, a single broken gasp.
Manus!
It is the only sound he has made since Horus began to truly kill him.
Ferris,
brother. So even here he has made a monument of desecration, a chapel of trophies, a shrine of mockery. This is what he has become. No, this is what he chose to become, and still, I will not yield to it. Horus stands behind him, lets him look, lets him understand, lets the meaning of it sink all the way in. Then he speaks.
Who lacks now, brother?
Sanguinius tries to turn, tries to face him. He does not get the chance. The talon closes around the broken ankle. Horus drags him out across the chapel floor. The angel's body slides over the stones. His hands rake and claw for purchase, but there is none. Only blood, Only smooth flagstones, only the long scarlet smear he leaves behind him. He is dragged through the broken screen, back out into the court, back into the place where it was always meant to end.
It was never going to end any other way. You thought prophecy could be tricked. You thought time stopped would spare you. You thought cleverness could slip the knots. No more evasions. No more loopholes. This is the day. My day. And you are in it until I say otherwise.
Horus Lupercal holds all of time stilled in one hand and Sanguinius in the other. Broken beyond measure, the angel gazes up at the vast arches of the Lupercal court. Even now, even dragged through blood, even with bones shattered and flesh ruined, he will not go quietly. He will not make it easy. The talon lifts him off the ground. Every fracture screams through him. Every torn place opens even wider. Blood bursts from between his lips. Worldbreaker raises in Horus's other hand. And still, Sanguinius lashes out with one hand, desperate fingers raking for cheek, for the eyes, for anything he can still reach. Horus barks in rage and drops him. The angel falls onto his knees, jarring every wound, then topples onto his side. He tries to rise again. He tries to be on his feet when it comes. Tries. Worldbreaker catches him before he can. The clubbing blow breaks shoulder, ribs, and femur. He collapses. And now there is no art left in this. No duel, no contest, no swordsmanship. Only punishment. Horus begins to bludgeon him again, and again. Worldbreaker crushes armor, pulverizes bone, tears flesh to ruin. One blow breaks both collarbones, another ruptures a lung. Blood hangs in the air around them like a red smoke. The next twisting impact shatters his jaw. Another strips the flesh loose from one side of his face so it hangs back like a torn mask. Still, it does not end. The talon closes around him once more and lifts him up. Ruined, mangled, almost unmade, until he is face to face with Horus, with the first found instrument of chaos. Horus squeezes slowly, as though waiting for one final word, one last noble declaration, one immortal line worthy of the life being ended here. But Sanguinius can no longer speak. He is drowning in his own blood. No words, none left. Only this. I did not yield. I did not bow. I came to the darkness and answered it. Let him break the body. Let him spend his strength on flesh and bone. He will not have the last truth. He will not have my surrender. The claws tighten, a double crack, spine and then neck. Silence. Blood drips from the talon. It is done. The hand opens with a mechanical clack. The body falls, loose and broken, almost as though boneless in its ruin. It hits the deck with an ugly sound, an ugly ending for a beautiful life. Horus exhales, turns, and walks away. And from the shadows things begin to move, whispering and gibbering. They come to nail the body up.